What's up guys, Lemon here, back in with another video. Today's video we are doing NBA 2K19. We're basically going to be talking about NBA 2K19 and my own opinion about what the Prelude was. And basically, I'm going to just be talking to you guys, basically my own opinion about the Prelude and what I feel like everything is. So, I'm going to get in with it with you guys, and we're just going to keep talking about it until the end of the video. So let's go. Okay, so the first thing we're going to be talking about is basically about the Prelude. Obviously we need to talk about that first, since this was the basically first impressions about how we feel NBA 2K19 can be in terms of gameplay, how the takeover is, how we can feel about the things. So I'm gonna just talk about my own opinion of what I made. I made a small forward, two-way point forward. Basically, if I get takeover him, his ball control could basically go to tier 3. Basically, playmakers, slashers, point forwards can be powerful, bro. Think about it. It can go to a tier 3 with takeover. Imagine that. And then say he has defense, you can basically steal any possession that the freaking offense has. So that's pretty cool. You also have a chance to freaking, what else? You also have a chance to basically, every time you give the ball to a playmaker slasher, basically freaking point forward, well, like if you pass the ball to anybody on your team, basically it will just be easy money. I'm gonna say that it's probably 95% chance that a wide open shot that's been passed by a point forward and takeover, playmaker or slasher, is probably gonna go in. Because let's be honest here, it's pretty simple. I never forgot. Alright, next is probably gonna be sharpshooters and takeover. Honestly, the only way how I knew how sharpshooters are very overpowered is because of Steph and Klay Thompson when you play 2KU. Personally, in my opinion, that was some cheese. Now, why I'm saying it's cheese, mainly because freaking every time I shot with Steph, it was basically in. You can basically see that sharpshooters will be powerful because of the takeover badge. Just look at the gameplay when you play with a sharp. If you make a sharp, or say you're using Steph or Klay in 2KU, it's overpowered. And like, I can just think about it from the top of my head that like you can make any shot if you're a sharpshooter, and basically you have a 100% chance of making a wide open shot. I can just imagine having the whole Golden State Warriors team on fire. Anyone can make any shot. It's like that simple. Next we need to talk about shot creators. They will basically be the 81-point Kobe Bryant in takeover. You can basically make any contested shot creating shot off dribble and you will be overpowered. It doesn't matter. Now, how I know defenders are pretty nasty with takeover is because of Draymond Green and DeMarcus Cousins. And how do I know that? Because every time you had Draymond Green or DeMarcus Cousins with the possession of the basketball and they had a takeover, they basically stole it every chance they had. That's how you know takeover for basically defenders is going to be great this year in terms of 2K. Now, next, we definitely got to be talking about post scores. Unfortunately, I didn't make a post score build, nor did I ever played with a player that had post scoring. Maybe other than DeMarcus Cousins, but I didn't really use post scoring with him. Either with Draymond Green, KD. I didn't really do a lot of post scoring moves with a player that could do that would take over. I'm sorry, because the only team you can use is the Golden State Warriors. Think about it. You can't use the Cavaliers in 2KU. They gave you the OP freaking Golden State Warriors to use in the Prelude, which is big for 2KU. Now I'm just predicting what I'm seeing. Now another thing I want to talk about is basically what I think about. I'm sorry. I just think about playmakers right now, because playmakers or defenders, depending on what build you are, like a center or something, you get 7 Hall of Fame badges. That's probably the best you can get. However, half of those badges is something you don't really need, but it's still good because some like 3 or 4 of those badges are like pretty powerful. I saw you get like Hall of Fame diamond. That's pretty sick, dude. Like, just imagine playmakers this year and just how they use their builds. They could be overpowered, bro. I can just imagine using freaking. I can just imagine making a build that's a playmaker. For instance, I can just imagine using Kyrie and just see how overpowered he is. What his takeover? Because, like, basically playmakers are unstoppable. They're like a force. Literally. If you try like playing with a freaking playmaker, like, dude, do you know how powerful the takeover could be? That ball control with tier 3, dude. That's gonna be like a dream come true when that happens. Now, since I talked about some of the builds and stuff, basically how every single one of the takeover could be, I want to talk about some of the badges. Thanks to Chris Smooth, he basically had a video upload today, and basically explained how the My Point system is going to work this year, and it's vastly improved from his point of view. It has been said that it's vastly been improved from what last year is. It's basically easier to basically get up into what your cap is. So that's pretty good. It's going to be easier to level up with the cap, which is good, and the badges upgrade a lot faster, which is perfect. Because last year, it felt like I took like a fucking 5 years just to get a freaking gold diamond or something. It was like, it took so long. But now that grinding is very important this year, it's looking good, dude. It's looking really good. What I think about the takeover system is pretty unique. I like it. It feels pretty good. I like it. And the good thing is they give you a time limit, because I don't think they would give you, if you're playing 12 minutes, I don't think they would give you a whole quarter where you basically just having takeover. That wouldn't make any sense. You see what I mean? Like, think about it. You having a whole quarter with takeover, you will be unstoppable. You could basically take the game with that simple quarter that you have being on the top, because you have basically that freaking takeover system, because you're on fire.
There's a great sequence in this.
Now, here's something I want to talk about. This is the neighborhood, my opinion on the looks. It's looking pretty good. My personal opinion of dodgeball and football in the game, though, it seems like some side games that you can play if you don't feel like playing basically a park or anything in the neighborhood. You just want to get some easy to see. I just feel like football and dodgeball are pretty easy to play. I like the fact that there's 30 new parks and 3 park locations. I'm guessing is what I heard so far. So far, I've only found 3 park locations due to that trailer. The Under Armour trampoline place, which is basically supposed to be slam ball, freaking the regular parks, and then I'm guessing the other park is going to be like for those events of house rules and stuff, which thankfully are going to be outside. Thank you, 2K. Please, thank you. Now, the thing is, I like the fact that they brought Jordan Rec Center back from 2K15. My only problem with it is the fact that it's meant for basically playing with your neighborhood close, so I want to see if you can be able to do that, or it's basically you can't. Now my question is, why Chris moves into why now what's gonna be with the G League, because I heard that now that how you play due to the Prelude is basically the interest that a team gives you.
I watched a lot of Kim Olajuwon. I watched a lot because these guys.
My bad. But it's basically gonna be the interest of how you get from a team. Like, if you're a playmaking point guard, I don't think the Celtics or the Golden State Warriors or the Rockets are gonna need you, because they have so many of those already. You see what I mean? And then also basically part off with what freaking, like, I don't think, like, teams, I can see the Bulls having that, like, they want interest in you, because that makes sense. But still, like, I can see them like having interest in you, especially also freaking the Hawks. I could see the Hawks. I don't think they would want you because you're Trae Young, but I could see them as like giving you rotations. Now you can also counter offer your contracts. Ain't that interesting? When you get a contract from a team, you can actually counter offer it. Basically, how much money you get, if you can multiply the amount of money you get depending on how your performance was. That's pretty cool. I like that counter offer thing, and it actually gets a message to the team with that contract. It's pretty unique and stuff, you know? Now the next thing I really want to talk about in this video is probably just because a YouTuber, I don't know, but he did like a 4-hour live stream. I watched it, and it was basically him having 2K19 early. I don't know how the reason was how he got it early. I'm guessing it was because of how Redbox had it early, or he had a friend from GameStop give it to him early to hook him up, get some gameplay for YouTube. I don't know. All I know is that it's pretty cool that iPod King Carter and Juice Man got on that stream, because they're two 2K YouTubers that are vastly known in the community. Another thing I like is the fact that freaking, you know, he showed some menu things. Thank you, Lord. 2K actually lets you pick L1 and R1 to look through the modes, and we don't have to go through the X loading screen when we click on a mode. That's something I want. That was something that I actually wanted like last year. And then they have it this year, which is nice. Now, of course, we can't see any gameplay of my team. We can't see any gameplay of my career, basically, because everything is gonna have is offline. And my team is basically an online mode, so there's no way how he can play my team, because the servers aren't up until Thursday. You feel me? Like, that's what I mean. Now, another thing. Now, this is probably gonna be the last thing I talk about in this video. It's probably gonna be about defense. Defense in this game, defense in 2K19 is vastly improved from last time how I saw it. It's pretty fresh. I like it. I like the fact that they added that, and that's pretty unique how they have that.
When your name was called.
That's pretty cool though. It's pretty freaking cool. I'm pretty excited for how defense is gonna be, because now you basically have to find a way to give yourself some space if you wanna find a way to get to the basket or shoot a three. You're gonna have to find that your own way, because the defense is vastly improved. It feels like in real life basketball with the defense, how it is this year. I'm pretty excited for how it's gonna be this year, because I can see defending builds being very good. If you make a Rudy Gobert build or Clint Capella type build, you can be basically nasty throughout the whole entire year if you max out your guy. Now the thing is, this will probably be the last thing I talk about in the video, but I really love the 3 rep systems that they got for 2K19. There's 3 rep systems, basically one for Park, one for Pro-Am, and one for My Career. The My Career prep, yes, that was a pretty good system. They definitely only had to keep that for My Career, because it was kind of weird how that was also something for Park and Pro-Am, which is weird. But finally, they got their own My Park rep system and Pro-Am rep system, which is pretty good. My Park rep system, I haven't really heard a lot of information about it. All I know is that it might be 2K17 rep system, which would be unique and pretty cool, but other than that, bro, I don't know what to say. It's like, there's so much information we haven't gotten in the last few days that I feel like we should know what it is. Now, now I'm being serious. This is probably going to be the last thing I talk about in this video, okay? Gilbert Arenas and Brandon Roy are in 2K19. How cool is that? Seriously, hasn't people been wanting Brandon Roy since like freaking, what, for so long now? Like, he hasn't been scanned at all. And also Gilbert Arenas, that was a surprise in our face. We didn't think that he would be added into 2K18. To see that happen is pretty cool. I'm excited for that. That's something pretty unique that they added. You know, Gilbert Arenas and Brandon Roy both been confirmed for 2K19. Now, I have seen Brandon Roy's pointing Trailblazers all time. Basically, what seems to be his rating. His rating is a 91. Do I think he deserves that? Heck yes. Because how he played in the Trailblazers when he was on the Blazers was one of the best performances a Trailblazer could possibly do. This dude was a sharpshooter at heart. Gilbert Arenas, he was basically what Steph Curry was before Steph Curry was in the league. He was basically making deep-ass three-pointers almost from half court. That was basically before Steph Curry. You know what I mean? It was like the three-pointer was getting taken care of by Ray Allen and Gilbert Arenas in the league. And he really took care of the Wizards, like to bring them to playoffs and stuff. I bet he wanted to win a championship with them. Well, that's cool. And also his scan looks perfect. So is Brandon Roy's. Both players, their scans are perfect, very unique, and I like it. So hopefully, you guys did enjoy the video. I basically explained some things that I've seen so far in terms of in the game. But yeah, I'm sorry if you hear an echo. I'm just trying to go through another screen. My bad. But yeah, I basically talked about what I think is pretty unique, what I thought is pretty cool, you know, what I thought was pretty crazy to me. I would give the Prelude simply a 10 out of 10, because how I feel that Prelude was pretty cool. It was probably one of the best storylines, one of the best Preludes I've ever felt in my life, to be honest with you. But hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Tomorrow or today, probably what the matter of the time I have, I will be making a live stream. Basically, that would be my last 2K18 video, aka live stream. I'm sorry for all of you that wanted more, but you know, we got a new game coming out in like a few days. I'm not gonna be one of those people that have the 4-day early access, simply because I don't want to be spending $100 in a video game. Okay, just because it's gonna come out 4 days early and I get some VC. No, I'm okay. But hopefully you guys did enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys in the next.